Mr. Lott was the original founder of the store. That would have to have been around maybe the early 20s. And as other people came to work here, he was here up until, Mr. Lott was here until the mid-70s, late 70s. And when, at that point, he sold the store to his employees here in Laurel. And everybody just stuck with the Lott name because it was such an old, well-known name. We would never change it. It's a great, well-known name. Through the years, Mr. Lott did well here. I know there were 2 world wars, the Great Depression, and even urban renewal in downtown Laurel, which was, tragic for the city in a lot of ways. The store survived all that, and soon we'll be approaching 100 years old. My mother moved to Laurel because work was so hard to find in the mid-40s. She was from Newton, Mississippi. She had 2 small children, and Mr. Lott gave her opportunity to work here. And she fit in. She worked well here. The store was growing. At that point, Mr. Lott was opening more stores, and he expanded this store and made it bigger. It actually fits in 3 buildings now. The 2 buildings on each side have been incorporated into one big storefront. When he got ready to sell the store, he gave her the largest portion of the store because she had been here the longest. And she actually worked here for 56 years. So by the time we finished paying out the other stockholders in the company, my family ended up with the largest portion of the stock. So that's how we eventually own the whole entire store. So really and truly, my family's probably been here as long as Mr. Lott was here. The 70s, it was kind of the time in Laurel where things started changing. Most businesses started moving from hand-kept records into computers or other ways of doing things. And Mr. Lott, he bucked the trend. He didn't do it. We kept doing everything by hand. And to this day, we still do all of our payments, all of our accounting is everything done on paper with a pen, which is unusual. When you write things down, it's different. You remember things. You have a connection to it. We know names. We know people. When I look at these people come in my store every day, look at their faces, I look at my family, it's more of like a blessing or a reward for my time, my years here. You always look back at life and think, did you make the right choices? Did you do the right things? You instead of a burden, it's almost more like something to be proud of. I'm Rodney Rowell. I own Lott Furniture Company along with my wife, Angie.